I like Australia, but I like it where it is. I like to watch Australia in the comforts of my own home. And so here we have something else. I can go, yeah, that is some manly stuff. And I can watch it from the safety of my couch. Let's talk about Netflix's new original series, documentary, kind of wild croc territory. Matt Wright and his fearless team of crocodile wranglers catch and relocate some of the world's most ferocious reptiles in Australia wild Outback. So when looking at the trailer for this, I was in two minds as to what this would be, a documentary style where people go after crocs. Somebody will call them up and say, hey, we've got an issue eating my cows, and episodes that showcase how it is to catch a croc, what it means for the crocs themselves and the people that are affected in the territory. Matt and his family, not just his team family, but his wife and his child, and seeing what that's like. It looks like an amazing place to raise a family. Australia has some of the most dangerous venomous snakes in the world. Crocs, spiders, you name it. If there's something that can kill you when it comes to wildlife, it's normally in Australia. Seeing how they have to deal with that is also interesting. It plays a big part of the series, which I really liked. And then to add into the quiver of what makes this actually worth watching is that there's another member that's added to the team a few episodes in. It's somebody from the city that has no real world expertise when it comes to dealing with crocs. And I would say that's probably 99% of the population on Earth doesn't know how to deal with crocs. So you take somebody who is from Australia, but you put them in the team and basically throw them in the deep end. And so it sees how it takes one person learning what it means to be a croc handler and then seeing that progression as it places the team in jeopardy because of this newbie that they've got to rely on somewhat for their own safety and also for his safety, and then seeing how quickly that person learns and becomes a part of the team. So when you get to the end of the episode and they're celebrating and there's a fruition of this team of what they've done the whole season, because it takes place over a whole season of catching crocs, and what that means for the family, there's celebration all around. But we've had to earn our way through the harrowing adventure. Interestingly enough though, the scariest episode, or the one that I was most tense for, was with the wife and not a croc. And you will know it when you see it, but she handled it fairly well, and I think you'll enjoy that episode. But yeah, I thought it was surprising to me, like there was some fear and tenseness with the crocs and the shots and how it was filmed. Very well done, mostly believable, but you do feel that as you're watching that some of the stuff that we see on screen is purposely put that way for the documentary to make it more exciting. That is probably the case. But I can't imagine that they did this thing in, I think, episode 9 or 8 with the wife to put the family in jeopardy. That would just be silly. So I think really it is a snapshot at the life at people relocating crocodiles, which is great. I'm so glad they're not hunted or killed. But also there's a very real danger to people coming across crocs that live in the territory or have farms, like farmers, and their livestock is getting taken away. And that's a problem for any farmer with cattle. So I thought that was an interesting way to go with it. Interesting to see how the crocs are handled, how scary it is, how dangerous it is, and then having that family element in there. I thought it was fantastically entertaining. Now, whether it's too long, I'm in two minds about that. I think you could have shaved this down to 7 or 8 episodes. I do think they go over a lot of certain episodes, or a number of episodes will capture a certain croc, and it's the capture and release and what happens to that. There's different cases with different names of the crocs that they have. But I do think we could have shaved a couple of episodes. It didn't need to be 10, it could have been 8, but that's just my personal opinion. If I had to find a gripe about the series, that would be it. So I'm still going to give it a high 4 Nicolas Cages out of 5.
You got snake eyes!
Well filmed, well put together, good score, and the documentary information that you get from it is enough to keep you wanting to watch more. Talking about wanting to watch more, at the end of every episode is basically like a cliffhanger, which is nice clickbait. Clever. Let me know your thoughts down below. Are you going to give this a go? I loved watching Steve Irwin, and I know I love watching his son. So that is my background when it comes to that sort of documentary style. And there's a little bit of a similar feeling to this. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks so much for watching, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.